Good day. This is Cast Iron ASMR up in a tree fort with Richie Rich and Casper Comics from Harvey Comics. We'll be looking through some of these old comics today, see what riches we find. Richie Rich, little boy billionaire. Up at the top here it says he's the poor little rich boy. Richie Rich. He dots his eyes with diamonds. Looks like he had some other characters in the book, other companions. We got up here. I wonder if they did that on purpose. If it looks like a TV set. I know they often would have boxes with the characters on covers, but just the shape of it reminds me of a TV. A little dot. Little Lotta. I don't remember Little Lotta. Or Little Dot for that matter. Cadbury. That's the butler. So, like all little boys, Richie Rich likes to slide down the banister. If you were lucky enough to have a banister in your home, or a home you visited as a youngster, that was a real thing you could do, and it was really fun. My grandparents had a banister, but at the end it sort of swirled. It kind of looks like this one does too. So it's going down good, but by the end, you've got to be careful. Biggie lands in a pile of money. They have so much money they use it for cushioning. So this title is Richie Rich Dollars and Cents. 52 pages. And it's from August 1972. One thing that wouldn't faze anyone back in the time was the amount of smoking. We had some pipes, cigars, and not just for the bad guys. These are businessmen. They need their cigars. Well, here's Little Lotta. I don't know what her deal was. Looks like maybe she does everything wrong. She knocked over something. Oh no. Is it because she's too big? Lotta, you knocked that fence down. I had to, Mom. I was so mad at myself for getting a D in math. Instead of that, try studying harder. Now fix that fence. Yes, Mom. Later. Mom, I got an A in math. It shows what study can do. I'll say, I feel so good. Crash. This time I'm celebrating. I'll fix it. She's celebrating knocking over the fence. Well, it looks like you can get a free pencil with Casper clip. Sometimes there's some solo stories with the butler, Cadbury, Robinson Cadbury Crusoe. I was reading Robinson Crusoe. Hey, which one's that? That's where they land on the island. Listen to that audiobook. An audiobook of Robinson Crusoe. Robinson Crusoe. I listened listened to the audiobook at work years back, and it was a lot darker than I would have suspected. So there's my first Richie Rich dollars and cents. Then it goes to the next one, dollars and cents. On this cover, I can always count on my cashculator because it's got the cash sign, the dollar sign. There's a lot of puns in Richie Rich. A lot of money flying around. Oh, this one looks like it got some Kool-Aid spilt on it or something. I like the art. It's good. Yes, advertising the Richie Rich cartoon show. The comics. Richie Rich came out very often every month. Here it says, get these brand new cover dated October issue. Now they say cover dated because the date on the cover is never the actual date that it's on the stands. It was a trick they did. They would post-date it? They would date it later. Yeah, post-date. So this is October 1981, but it probably came out in maybe August. And then that way, people at the newsstands would be replacing the old comics and news magazines. They would look at the date and think, oh no, that's got to stay out there longer. Here we got Hot Stuff with an ad for Twinkies. Hot Stuff, the little devil stealing his thunder. Is he a baby? He's wearing a diaper? Oof, after that hike, I'm ready for a nap. And I think he flies. Doesn't he fly? Yeah. And here comes a thundercloud. Oh, he must always lose his temper. What are you, a troublemaker? Well, I know how to stop that rumbling with Hostess Twinkie Cakes. It's kind of windy up here in the tree fort today. But no rain, no snow. I got 2 Richie Rich dollar and cents. And then from dollar and cents, now we're moving up to millions. Richie Rich. Millions. More smiles than you can count. Oh, look here, we have Richie Rich getting chauffeured, and in the rear view mirror, we can see Casper, the friendly ghost. Oh, here we got a Casper in an ad. What is this, UNICEF? Yeah, UNICEF. Hey kids, Harvey Comics are ready for you on Thursdays, Fridays, Saturdays, Sundays too. Could you imagine? Is that like 4 days of the week they would have new ones on the stands? Here are the dates for these great Harvey Comics to come out. Mark them on your calendar. Okay, so this is for January. Where's this? January 1975. So be sure to pick up Sad Sack Laugh Special, number 81. Richie Rich Money World, number 15. Hot Stuff, 126. Wow, 126 Hot Stuff fellas. Casper Ghostland, number 82. October 10th, Richie Rich Fortunes, number 20. Little Lotta. Oh, she had her own title too. Richie Rich, number 130. Casper, 170. On October 17th, Richie Rich Millions, number 69. Sad Sack, number 242. Hot Stuff, Creepy Caves. Hot Stuff has 2 titles. Richie Rich Vault of Mysteries. Oh, this is in the 70s. I think the Comics Code got revamped. Comics Code Authority. And they were now allowed to use monsters where they weren't before, so everybody started having, well, it says mysteries, but the monsters were brought back. Richie Rich and Jackie's Jokes. There's so many Richie Rich. Richie Rich's Riches. Richie Rich Cash. Richie Rich Gems. Spooky Spooktown. Sad Sack. Army Life Parade. Devil Kids. I don't know what that one is. And Richie Rich. What is that? Richie Rich, you know, it has the money sign. Something else and a cent sign. Yeah, I have more Richie Rich comics than that I brought up the tree for here, because there are just so many. Even without searching them out, I have so many. So here we have some more millions. Richie Rich Millions. Oh, look what they've done here. Now, more smiles. More smiles. The S is the money sign. Oh, and the C is the cent sign. Richie Rich Millions. Richie, these aren't cushions. They're cash-ins. Because they're full of cash. Are they watching? They're watching the cartoon. Oh yeah, look at here. This is one of my favorite parts of old comics. Here we have the new Saturday cartoon lineup. This is for ABC. And they would advertise what new what new cartoons to watch on Saturday morning. And then there'd usually be somebody hosting it, one of the cartoon characters. And can you guess who that is? Yeah, it's the Fonz. Okay, it's me, the Fonz. Now catch my new show and my new friends every Saturday morning on ABC. So, what do we have here? All new Superman, Batman, and Robin, Wonder Woman. Not at. The Super Friends battle. Tough new challengers every week. Yeah, so Super Friends. Oh my goodness, what is this? Okay, here's the Happy Days show. Then see me, and it's like the Fonz is telling us this. Then see me and the Happy Days gang travel to different places in a time machine. It really gets wild. New show, all new. Then Richie Rich, new show. Then it's Richie Rich, the richest kid in the world, with a $100,000 a week allowance. Oh, and then it went from Super Friends to Happy Days, then down to all new Scooby-Doo and Scrappy-Doo are back in brand new comedy cartoons. What year is this? 1981. I remember when Scrappy-Doo first came to the cartoons, and you know, when I was quite young and when it first came out, I kind of thought he was cool, but then he got kind of annoying and I didn't like him. But now that I'm older and I have a dog, I've got a scrappy little dog, I understand it more. In fact, I understand a lot, or can relate to a lot of cartoon dogs, comic dogs. After owning a dog, I used to think that like Snoopy wasn't like a dog at all. Didn't act like a dog, because it didn't really, from Peanuts. But I can see it now from having a dog, a little dog. Okay, after Richie Rich, meet the mischievous cat Heathcliff and Dingbat. That's a new show as well. Heathcliff, he, from a comic strip, was, maybe not as worldly known as Garfield and there, but, Pepsi, Coke, RC Cola, they still all make lots of money. Oh, and I remember all new Plastic Man. One of Plastic Man marries Penny, and guess what? They have Plastic Baby. I do remember Plastic Man as well. Liking that. Oh, and for exciting adventure, watch Thundar the Barbarian. All new show. And other stuff there. So that's pretty good. I don't remember watching the Happy Days one. And they always have to add like a cute animal. Like, who's that? Oh, that's probably Joni. They gave Joni a wild costume. Got the Sea Monkeys. So that's Richie Rich Millions. Now he's a billionaire. Oh, billions of thrills. Richie Rich Billions. The rich mansion itself was the target of the Quake Maker. Like I said, the money just falling out of the brickwork, out of the closet. Casper. The Hostess fruit pies. Russian. I'll just look at the covers here. We got Richie Rich Billions. Next, he's become even more rich. It's more stories, more fun, extra comics, extra value in Richie Rich, the poor little rich boy. Zillions. Here, Richie is at the wishing well, $1 wishing well. And now, what's your wish, Timmy? He's giving out probably $100 bills so the kids can make their wish. Oh, here's Casper. What's her name? Little Wendy, little Wendy the witch. An advertisement for Grit magazine. Grit will help you start your own business. I've seen an ad for that before. Did they have their own scientist? I kind of think they did. They kept a scientist on retainer. Whoa, look at this naked alien. What's going on there? Oh, it's hailing. What the heck? Yes, the climate is just like the one on our home planet. Good, we shall conquer this world and make it our colony. Ah, what's happening? The weather is changing. Boiling hot breezes and itchy hailstones. Oh yeah, they had a robot. They had a robot maid. It's kind of like the Jetsons. No, it's in the same company. there's a different professor. Anyway, so there's Richie Rich Comics. And now on to Harvey Casper Comics. He is the world's most famous ghost. I wonder if that's true till today. Is he still the most famous ghost? There's Wendy, the little witch. I do not think she's the most famous witch in the world. What a spectacular dive, Casper. Oh, this thing came out. Oh, I like to see when they've marked down the price. It was 35 cents, and then at one point it looks like it was 15 cents. We've got an ad for the Hostess fruit pies with Richie Rich. Well, it's a hot day for that little ghost. Casper is sweating. There was a TV sitcom when I was a kid. I forget, Flying Blind it was called, with Tia Leone and somebody else. And she was like hot model, married to some Jewish accountant or something boring like that, who couldn't believe his good fortune. I think they got married or they were dating. He was flying blind because they had no idea what he was doing. But he was in his apartment in New York City. And Tia Leone comes in and it's like, oh, what are you watching? She was kind of like a bimbo. Blonde. And the guy said, oh, I'm watching Casper, the friendly ghost. And she sat down and she watched for a few seconds and then she started crying. She was, the guy says, what's wrong? What's wrong with watching this cartoon? She's like, I'm watching the show. She goes, like, yeah, it's a cartoon, it's funny, like, but I just can't help but wonder and feel sorry for the little boy who died. Nobody thinks about that part. I thought that was funny. I still remember that to this day. I just remembered that, actually. Alright, there's Casper and little Wendy. The world's most famous ghost is playing cards. Let's see, Casper is trapped in Cardland and the Joker is wild. Oh, it's that game show, Joker's Wild. Big money, no whammies. I think that's what it's called, Joker's Wild. Hey. The cover relates to a story in the book. How? Oh, and then there was this guy. He's spooky. Oh, he's the tough little ghost. He reminds me of, like, I think he was older. Somebody's, like, deadbeat uncle. There's a gambling. And then there was these guys. There's like 3 of them. Wasn't there like a bigger guy? I think it's that guy. Okay. There's 3. Yeah. And I think they were sort of friends with Casper sometimes, maybe. Yeah, these guys. Here we got some more records. They all had records. Casper? Oh yeah, he had a song. Casper, the friendly ghost. Friendliest ghost you know. The hot stuff song. I think there's a sad sack and knapsack song. Oh, Baby Huey. I did not like Baby Huey. Little Audrey. Alright, so that's Casper, number 25. I don't think they changed the price to that. It just, we got an 18 written there. Sometimes people just need to write down a number. Grab whatever's handy. Here's a comic. Hey kids, there's a free comic coloring book in specially marked boxes of soft and sugar-free bubblegum. That'd be a pretty small comic book. Comic coloring book. Where did Casper live? He didn't I think he was always just walking around. And he'd meet different kids and stuff, at least in the cartoon, and then everyone would be afraid of him. Oh yeah, and they used to always draw him like that. Sometimes he could go invisible, and sometimes he was visible. Here he's invisible, then he shows his spectral form to this jester, and then everyone would be afraid, but he was a friendly ghost. Oh, look, he's trying to be a super hero ghost. What's this? Keeping up with Casper and Richie Rich. Oh, it looks like they, what is this, the Columbus Day Parade. Wait, is that supposed to be Richie Rich? These are like balloons. Or no, those are mascots. People are in that. So back here in the 70s, comic books, they couldn't reprint. You wouldn't be able to reprint a photo. Because it has to be dots. It has to be pixelated with lines. So they could do, I forget the process, to make it look like that. But those are taken from photographs. You can do this stuff nowadays. Take a picture of that. Take a picture of people in the mascot costume, run a filter in Photoshop. Look just like that. You could probably just ask artificial intelligence to do something like that. This is 1979. Looks like he's getting the help of a bunch of bees. Here we have a coverless Casper. George Jetson. George Jetson. Grin and Barrett. So these are the Hanna-Barbera cartoons coming to Harvey Comics. Over the years, all the cartoons had comic books by different publishers who would buy the rights. This kind of looks like a new one. Casper and Friends. It shows all the stations you can watch it on. Here's my last Casper. Shiver with fear, shake with laughter. Casper. Strange ghost stories. It's got a price tag on there of 25 cents. Oh, it's coming down from 35. So this is what I was talking about. This is probably the 19. Oh, look, it was somebody's. Lenore? Muriel? No. October 1974. So, when all the other publishers were making horror, ghost, and monster comics, Harvey got in on the act too with Casper's Strange Ghost Stories, which doesn't make sense because it's a kid thing, like you'd have ghost stories, but he is a ghost. So let's see how scary it gets. She teams up with a little witch. Seems pretty tame. Cat. But that looks a little spookier than most covers, I suppose. It's like a giant's ogres. Oh, look at that boy's face. Fly your own giant 2-foot-long Pan Am 747 actually flies. When I was a kid, I had like a model like this, and then you'd spin the propeller, and there was an elastic band, little wheels, and I would stick it on the road, and it would take off. It might crash. Right, they didn't last forever. Oh, here we go with all the Richie Rich comics. Look at them all. These are all different title lines that would come out every month. Richie Rich Dollar and Cents. Richie Rich Success. Richie Rich Billions. Richie Rich Dot. Richie Rich Bank Book. Richie Rich Profits. Richie Rich Jackpots. Richie Rich Diamonds. Oh, Richie Rich and Casper. Richie Rich Gems. Richie Rich Riches. Richie Rich Money World. Richie Rich Funnies. Then Richie Rich. Richie Rich Millions. And finally, Richie Rich and Jackie Jokers. That's Jackie? I thought that was Megan. So that's like 16 different titles for one character. There was a high demand. That's a well-used, well-read copy. It's got a little dirt on it. Thank you for joining me up in the tree fort. I finally got a chance to look at these Harvey comics with Richie Rich and Casper.